Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. So, if you saw my recent video about making my vision board, you will know that I am on a journey to learning to sew. And that started my dear mother, who is very busy and doesn't have time to teach me how to sew at the moment, which I totally get, work comes first. She got me a sewing lesson that I happily and really enjoyed. I went to it the other day. Had a great time. Teacher was really nice, and it's really kick-started me getting into sewing. I'm not like, I mean, I am a complete beginner, but I do like sew bits and pieces. I can make small things, and I can take things up, you know, basic things. Anyway, I could bring along any type of project that I wanted, so I chose one particular thing and I took it with me, and we started sewing and we were chatting and stuff. A couple of things. The lesson was only 2 hours long, not giving a beginner enough time to retain all of the information, all of the instructions. I could remember a lot after I left and I got home and I was making another one, but I didn't get to finish my project. I'm not going to tell you what I made. You're going to guess. I'm going to make another one today now, but you're going to guess what I'm making. I also realized that during my lesson, the type of pattern that I had brought with me needed a lot of alterations to fit the type of the body, my body, as well as what I wanted. You'll understand by the end of the video what I was trying to create. There was just a lot of things that weren't going to work, especially with a beginner. I just didn't have the right pattern for it. So I went onto Etsy and I found this lovely store called Pattern Couture. I managed to find the pattern that I was really looking for. The pattern that I downloaded from Etsy was exceptionally helpful. You get the pattern sizing, you get a grid line on how you should be cutting it. It's very useful. They also give you a sizing chart to show you how you should be measuring yourself. Gives you the sizing chart, and that's how you can gauge what size you're gonna be. Shows you how to download the pattern and what to do with it. Gives you instructions on how to actually assemble, and then instructions on how to cut it and fabric layout. It'll tell you all the instructions on what you should be doing, how you should be doing, how things should be pinned together to save time. I've already cut my pattern pieces out. I'm hoping this is gonna go well, but yeah, let's get sewing. Let me give you a rundown of what we have. I have 4 back pieces, the inside and the outside. 4 front pieces. This is part of the armholes / back part. The instructions do tell you. Okay, we're gonna pin. I'm doing this at like 8 o'clock at night. The surge of energy, so we're doing this. So I've got all my main pieces pinned, and we're gonna go upstairs and we're going to sew and flatten the edges. Okay, we're back to my sewing project. I've just pinned all the sides. We're now gonna sew it all together. I've just pinned all the way around, and I'm gonna leave this bit open so I can pull the project through so it's the right way. And we're almost finished. I'm very excited. I've sewn all around, except for the places that I said I wasn't going to. And now we're gonna pull it through and try it on to see if it actually fits correctly. It has to fit in a very particular way. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh my gosh, it looks so clean and neat. There it doesn't. Oops. Oh well, there it also doesn't. That's okay. It's ever so slightly off center, but that's in place. Also, look at my fabric. I wanted like a... Okay, it gives off school, but it's not. I understand that a lot of schools use this type of material or this pattern. I'm looking more like Blair Waldorf type style. Try it on and see if it fits. It fits. Okay, I now need to do the armholes, and I need to make a few adjustments to the opposite side of this so it's very clean cut. So I'll be back, and then we're going to do the reveal of the official finalized project. Okay guys, after a grueling week of recutting, uncutting, unpicking, and growing old as I was doing it drastically, the project is finally finished, and are you ready to see it? Ta-da! Is it perfect? Good Lord, no. But it is lovely to wear, and it's so nice to finally be wearing it. There is a third button. The third button is like here. I've just pinned this back because I kind of wanted it an open collar situation. So let me take it off and we'll go through what went wrong, how the pattern was, and so on and so forth. So this project, was it perfect? By any means, no. There's so many issues. Like for instance, the stitching is starting to come undone because I didn't realize I needed to do a zigzag stitch after I stitched it the first time. There are still issues, I'm still learning. I'm probably gonna make another one of these because I'm crazy and just want to get it perfect. But by any means, I'm learning. So that is the main aspect I'm taking from this, I'm learning. But anyway, here's what the waistcoat looks like. It's so cute. And my cutting was also a bit off. So you'll see like this one has a little nice round edge, and this one is just straight. But hopefully if you don't look too close, you won't see it. I added these little gold buttons that really elevated the look. I'm definitely gonna have to fix a few things, like I've already done so. It's my own fault for not remembering. Well, I didn't know at the time that I had to do a zigzag stitch on top of the stitches that I already made. I just used a straight stitch, and I only found out afterwards, after I'd sewed the whole thing together, that it needed a zigzag stitch. So I'm a little bit annoyed with myself, but there's nothing I can do about it. I have to just let go. I am gonna go fix where it is slightly broken. It is reversible. Would I wear it reversible? Absolutely not, because the other side is absolutely awful. See? It's black on the inside, but I definitely wouldn't wear it reversed because I put all my lovely efforts into the tartan side and not the inside. If I were going to make a reversible one, I would put a lot more effort into both sides. But by this point, I was so done with sewing. The unpick and I, best friends. I think we're now soulmates. I am very much in my unpicking era. Let's talk about the pattern that I got from Pattern Couture. Pattern was very easy to follow, although I would have liked to have been able to know that I needed to stitch on top of that. Do a zigzag stitch on top of the original stitch. My mom actually told me this, and I am wearing this today, but let me show you a few issues that I ran into. When I did my sewing lesson, I was taught to cut the seam after I've flattened it and it's all nice and pretty, just to cut close to the edge to make it less bulky. Now that I'm like thinking about it now, I definitely would not do that again, because that is why it is unseaming itself. I believe that is why it's unseaming itself, because I didn't leave enough of a seam for it to stay intact. So there are loads of issues, and it's not perfect, but will I wear it? Absolutely. Am I gonna make another one? Absolutely. Would I still buy this pattern that I used? I definitely would, because it was easy to follow. There were a few issues, but what's so nice is the lady that owns Pattern Couture, Katia, actually messaged me and asked if I was okay, if there was anything that I needed, if I needed to ask any questions, how I was getting on with the pattern. This was my full real project in the many projects that I'm going to be making in the future. Like, you've seen me make some projects, but nothing like this. This was very new to me and this was actually very difficult for me, but I thoroughly enjoyed myself and I'm going to wear this today and I'm going to love it. And I don't care if it breaks or if it rips, or I'm going to love it until it's dead because I made it. I could have just bought this for like 7 quid online, but then at the same time, there's something so nice about being able to make something and know that I made it, and I just feel so happy about it. Anyway, also, I wanted these buttons. I guess I could just take the buttons off of another thing and just put them on. Anyway, thank you guys for sticking around. Have a lovely day and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!